Some more of the same, Charlie. Well?
Now, here he is, a man of God, living in a world of Disney.
Ouch, Charlie!
Charlie Simons.
Charlie bit me.
This is just a little out of character for me, going on doing breaking news kind of thing. I'm not that guy. I'm an interview guy. I do guests and so on, and I don't do this hard, fast breaking news. I got to bring this to you now. But for my fellow Californians, especially family and friends who live in Southern California, this is happening in Garden Grove right now. Garden Grove, California. That's in Orange County. And it is just a ticking time bomb. And it's not one of those if, it's going to be when this is going to happen. Everybody, I'm getting messages like crazy. Charlie, what's going on in Garden Grove? Have you heard what's happening? Share this. Share this once you see what's really going on. Let me bring that to you now.
Garden Grove chemical crisis. 44,000 people have been evacuated. Fire officials are saying the tank will fail. They just don't know when. And if it explodes, Disneyland is 7 miles away. Where is this place? So let's talk about where exactly this is happening, because the location makes this way scarier than people realize. 12122 Western Avenue, Garden Grove, California. That's in Orange County, about 35 miles south of downtown Los Angeles, right in the heart of one of the most densely populated corridors in the entire country. We're not talking about some remote industrial zone in the middle of nowhere. We're talking about a facility sitting inside a web of suburbs, highways, schools, and theme parks. What is this place? The facility is owned by GKN Aerospace, one of the largest aerospace manufacturers in the world. They make structural components for commercial and military aircraft, engine parts, fuselage sections, wing components. This isn't a random chemical warehouse. This is a precision aerospace plant that uses industrial-grade chemicals in its manufacturing process, including a substance called methyl methacrylate, MMA. It's the base compound used to make acrylic glass, plexiglass, resins, and plastics. Normally, it's stable, manageable. But inside an overheating 34,000-gallon storage tank that crews cannot control, it becomes a self-accelerating chemical time bomb. What's around it? Now here's where this gets real. Look at what's within striking distance of this facility. It's a mile out, and that's the current evacuation zone. 44,000 people already displaced. Schools closed, roads blocked, residents sleeping in evacuation centers. 6 miles north, Knott's Berry Farm, still open, monitoring the situation. 7 miles northwest, Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, one of the most visited places on Earth, still open, still watching. 10 miles southeast, John Wayne Airport, active airport, flights still running. 12 miles southwest, Long Beach Airport. 15 miles west, the Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, the largest cargo port complex in the Western Hemisphere. And threading between all of these, the 22 freeway, the 405, the 5, the arteries of Southern California, already partially shut down, already causing chaos heading into Memorial Day weekend. The science, why is this so dangerous? Let me explain why fire officials are this scared. Because this isn't a normal chemical leak. MMA is what's called a reactive monomer. It naturally wants to polymerize, to chain together and form a solid plastic. To stop that from happening inside the tank, manufacturers add an inhibitor chemical that keeps it stable. But here's the problem. When the temperature in that tank rises high enough and pressure gets released, the inhibitor gets forced out of the liquid. Now the MMA is completely unprotected. It starts polymerizing on its own. That reaction produces heat. That heat causes more reaction, which produces more heat. It's a runaway chain reaction, and there is no external off switch. Fire officials can spray water on the outside of the tank to cool it, but they can't get inside it. They can't stop the reaction once it fully starts. The result, potentially a bleave, a boiling liquid expanding vapor explosion, one of the most violent industrial failure modes that exists. And there are 3 of these tanks on site. Only one has been stabilized. The crisis tank, crews have completely given up trying to stop it. They're just trying to control what happens when it fails. 2 scenarios. How far does this reach? Fire officials are being honest. There are only 2 ways this ends. Scenario A, the spill. The tank cracks. 7,000 gallons of MMA pours onto the ground. That's actually the best case because a liquid on the ground can't explode. Hazmat teams go in, neutralize the vapors, clean it up. The air clears within hours. The site stays toxic for weeks. Some risk of chemicals reaching storm drains and getting into the Santa Ana River and out to the Pacific Ocean. Evacuation lifts within a few days. Scenario B, the explosion. This is the scenario nobody wants. MMA vapor is heavier than air, meaning when it releases, it doesn't float up and disperse. It settles low. It hugs the ground. It spreads outward. Any spark, any car engine, any static electricity. Ignition. The blast radius from 7,000 gallons. Total destruction within 500 feet. Severe injuries and structural damage out to half a mile. But the toxic vapor plume, that's what reaches the rest of Orange County. With normal coastal winds drifting northeast, dangerous concentrations blow directly toward Anaheim, toward Disneyland, toward Buena Park. We're talking 3 to 5 miles of genuinely harmful air quality, and irritation level exposure stretching 8 to 10 miles out. That's potentially 500,000 people in the exposure zone. And remember, if the crisis tank goes, it likely takes the other tanks and fuel storage with it. That's not one bleave, that's a cascade, a chain of explosions at an aerospace facility, in the middle of one of the most populated regions in America. What happens now? So what do officials actually do from here? Right now, they're doing 3 things simultaneously. 1, keep the tank cool. Fire crews are continuously spraying water on the outside. It won't stop the reaction, but it buys time. Every hour they buy is another hour for the area to stay clear. 2, protect the environment. Sand berms are already built around the facility. Storm drains are sealed. If a spill happens, they're trying to stop it from reaching the river channels and the ocean. 3, wait, here's the brutal truth. The Orange County Fire Authority chief said it himself. This thing's gonna fail. We don't know when. There's no heroic fix coming. There's no engineer writing in with a solution. The inhibitor is gone. The reaction is running. The best case outcome now is a contained spill that doesn't ignite and doesn't cascade. The Governor's Office of Emergency Services has activated the State Operations Center. The EPA is watching the waterway risk, and 44,000 people are sleeping away from their homes tonight, with no timeline on when they can go back. This Memorial Day weekend, while you're at a barbecue or heading to the beach, the most dangerous industrial incident in Orange County history is still unfolding in real time. Follow for updates, and if you're in the evacuation zone, stay out.
That's the report of what's going on right now. Garden Grove, California, right in the middle of everything. Very densely populated area in Orange County. Orange County, traditionally a very conservative area, unless there's some kind of catastrophe that prevents people from actually continuing to go to the polls and vote next week. I'm not saying this is on purpose, but wow, what a coincidence. Wow, what a coincidence. And what nobody is saying is how? How did this happen? How did this plant that makes canopies for warplanes and so on, how did it suddenly get to this point where 3 tanks are failing? How's that happen? What else is going on? All I know is that's going to dominate headlines and every single news report for the next, week or so. All right, my friend. Anything else comes up, I'll let you know. In the meantime, you want to get more updates, what's happening, follow me, contact me, and you have any questions or thoughts, you can always get a hold of me through my website here at charliesimons.com, charliesimons.com, charlessimons.com. May God bless you and keep you. Happy Sunday night. Tomorrow's Memorial Day. I know it's nothing but sales. 3-day weekend, Memorial Day sales, hot sales. Come to the car dealership now. Everybody seems to forget exactly what it's all about. And Memorial Day is exclusively set aside as a national holiday to commemorate and remember those who have lost their lives while serving our nation, lost their lives in the military in service to the country. That's what Memorial Day is. It's not Veterans Day. People don't, everybody says Happy Memorial Day. Really? Happy Memorial Day? Okay. All right. Tomorrow, Memorial Day. If you've lost anyone, and I have in my family, then you know the importance of it. May God bless you and keep you. May God bless America. But most importantly, America bless God.